really good. Wow, that was delicious. Don't mind the curtain, it's a bit windy. I really enjoyed that. So that, what you just saw, was my grilled cheese. That's the type of grilled cheese that I like. I use cheese from Woolworths. It doesn't have a smell and it doesn't have like a weird taste. There's some other cheeses that I've used that taste horrible. that absolutely taste horrible and they smell even worse. I don't like those cheeses, but I do like this cheese, and it melts, so that is always a fantastic. One of my sandwiches I kept really plain. I just put tomato, some salt, some mixed herbs, and some cheese and some butter. But I used butter inside the sandwich because I didn't have any mayonnaise. So if you do have mayonnaise, I do suggest you put that on the inside. That just helps the cheese become even more gooey and creamy. And then the other sandwich, I did something new. I always like to have something different in one of my sandwiches. I always make two, but then one of them I like to take a risk, simply because how will I know if I like something unless I try it? So what I did with that sandwich is I put some canned peaches. Last night I had a dessert that required canned peaches, so I had some left over, and I decided to put a few slices of canned peaches on that sandwich. I mean, it was delicious, absolutely divine. The only takeaway is I wish I put 2 slices of cheese so that the cheese can also melt over the peaches, because the peaches were on the opposite side of the cheese. That's the only thing. Or I could use one and just put the peaches first and then the tomatoes, but it was super good. The sweet from the peaches really complemented the salty from the tomatoes and the herbs, and also the saltiness from the cheese, so it was so good. I have pickles in the fridge, so I think next time I'm going to use some pickles instead of, like, as my adventure. The other time that I made it, I also used onions. I just sliced up some fresh onion and I put that. That was also really good. So I do encourage you, do something different with your other sandwich and be adventurous. You know, we already know what works with cheese. We see it on our charcuterie board. So often people put figs on charcuterie boards, nuts on charcuterie boards, garlic, something herby. So just envision a charcuterie board and put that in your grilled sandwich, and it will taste absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I used brown bread simply because it's a bit more filling, and I used vegan butter. Now you can use mayonnaise on the outside of your sandwich when you put it to grill, but you do kind of need like a stronger bread, because sometimes the bread will break because mayonnaise is kind of wet, so it'll make your bread wet and it will take longer for your bread to like harden and crystallize on the outside. But if you've got like a stronger, harder bread, then mayonnaise will work fantastic. Let's say you don't have a sandwich maker like I do. Use a pan. Just take your pan, heat it on medium, and slap your sandwich on there. Just make sure obviously you put your butter on the outside. It will take a little bit longer, but it doesn't matter. As you saw in this video, while my sandwiches were cooking, I cleaned up, I had some of the leftover peaches, I just had a time, you know. So thank you. I really enjoyed sharing this recipe with you. It was super simple, super easy, and it took me like less than 5 minutes to make. So if you feel encouraged, comment down below your favorite. Maybe you don't like tomatoes, don't put the tomatoes, put something else. Or maybe you don't want to put anything else, then don't put anything, just have the cheese, but that's kind of boring. Thank you for watching today's video. My name is Sasha Kanaka. This is Plantish, and I'll see you guys next time.